with an opening statement from Coach and then go into questions.
Well, I'm grateful for the win. I'll tell you that. Senior day for me is always like a gift and a curse because there's so many emotions that go with it, and you try to control your players' energy, but there's nothing you can do. They got to play the game, and I was really proud of the way that we finished. I want to say this: Missouri's record does not indicate how they are as a team. They had Tennessee down, they had Texas down. Really, they've played everybody kind of like this, and they're just figuring out how to win games. And I'm glad that they couldn't figure it out against us. I have the utmost respect for Robin and her program, and I think this is one of the best coaching jobs that she has done in a long time. So grateful we came out with the win. Happy for our seniors. Looking forward to our next opportunity.
What was the key in that third quarter where you guys really turned things around?
And at halftime, I just talked to them about, we got to guard, man. We got to sit down and we got to defend. We didn't defend worth anything the first two quarters. We got in foul trouble in the first quarter super early, and then in the second quarter gave up 22 points and started playing stagnant and just losing our identity. So, I think it's because I'm telling them that they could score more points, which I still believe that we can. We missed 11 layups in the first half. It's a layup, but people think that's easy. It's not easy. You have to have concentration, and you have to focus on your finish because it's a physical game. But in the third quarter, we just went back to, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, we got to guard. And because we started to defend, we ended up scoring 29 points to their 11, and that was the difference in the game.
14 steals. Star had 4, I guess, offensively and defensively. What was her impact today?
Her name, she's a star. She is very valuable to what we do. And, I think she's deserves everything good. Everything good. So for me, when she has games like this, I'm very happy for her because, this is someone that has gone through a lot and is still standing and still figuring out a way to be here for her team. And we rode her today. And so I was really proud of her for sure.
Coach, you got down 19, and honestly, from what I was looking at, Christine, while had a huge coming back, whether it's offensive boards or shoot the basketball. Was this one of her better games?
Oh, it's no question. No question. We couldn't start Maddie going into the third quarter because she got in foul trouble. And I said, Christine, you're up, and she didn't even flinch. And then it allowed Star to go back to her natural position, which is the 4. And so and then we had 2 rebounders in the game. So we were really able to dominate them inside. But I thought Christine's energy was superb, and we really needed it. But I also thought, KK had a way better half than she did it defensively in the first half, the second half. I thought that whole group that started the third quarter made up their minds that they weren't going to lose this game, and we're going to play the Ole Miss way, which is to dictate and disrupt. So then Tam started getting up on the ball and pressuring. Star got in passing lanes. Toddy got a big block. Christine got key rebounds, and we were able to push it in transition. And I think, that's who we are at the end of the day.
Coach, you went down 10 going into halftime after being tied in the first quarter. What was your message to your team at halftime that led to a compelling third quarter and a big win for you at the end of the game as well?
That we needed to relax. We were pressing a little bit too much, and we just needed to rely on our defense.
A lot of close games this year as well. Another one today. Just how prepared did you feel like for your players in general, just to let them go out there and play this game, knowing that they have the ability to win it at the end of the game?
Yeah, I can't say this. I felt incredibly prepared. I felt like our team was prepared. We rehearse winning time stuff all the time, so I'm never nervous when it comes to that. That's something that, I've learned from our first loss, which I think the score was kind of identical. Just now we're on the winning side to today. And so a lot of people could say, they barely won this game. But to me, this was a very crucial, a big win for us, and we could continue to build on that. Missouri will beat somebody else, and thankfully it's not us. But we already knew what we wanted to do, and then defensively, when we knew it was up to us to get a stop to win the game, I felt the most confident as I've ever felt.
Coach, you're on senior day. What is it about this specific senior class that just makes them so special and that will really be remembered?
Well, I think that this senior class has an opportunity to do something here that has never been done. I truly believe that. And, and that is a bold statement, but I really believe in the group. And if they utilize this game and the lessons that we're going to learn, we're not going to watch a whole lot of film, but there are lessons in this that we can learn. If we utilize it for our next game and then the game after that, I think we will be happy with how we come out at the end. I saw a lot of growth moments. We could have really broke in a lot of times, and the conversation in the huddles was different than it was probably even last game. Just our confidence, and I just think we have to be like that. And when this team understands that it's everybody, not just one person, when everybody is involved, they do great things.
Just a couple of years ago, you took Coach Jones Staley in South Carolina to the brink. You've got another opportunity. Number 6 South Carolina, and then of course at number 7 LSU.
Yeah.
Finishing on a pretty opportunistic note. What are your thoughts on South Carolina heading into playing Coach Staley?
Yeah, well, first of all, like Brad, I have the utmost respect for Coach. She's a mentor of mine. At the same time, I just always want to kick her butt if I can. And so I think that she wouldn't have it any other way to think that we wouldn't come out and compete and give our all. I think that they're a good team, but I don't think that there's a team we cannot beat. I said that from day one. I'm not going to change it now because we're going to play someone that I respect. We have to play the game. It's at home. I'd rather it be here than in Columbia, South Carolina, with 16,000 fans screaming the sandstorm. Hopefully we have a great crowd come out, 8 p.m., and I look forward to the opportunity for our team to continue to grow.